In the village of Gatière, the recent sunshine has helped the rosemary crop grow a little taller.
You can tell that it's spring rosemary, because here it's green and tender. When autumn comes, we'll have a much greyer rosemary. It will have a different flavour. It will be a little more peppery or minty.
The Oda family has been growing this southern herb since 1936.
We're ready to plant them, so we're not doing bad. We're not late.
The roots are already poking out the pots.
Yeah, it's all starting to take hold. It's good.
Bernard has spent 80 years surrounded by these wonderful fragrances.
It smells like my whole life. When we were little, we used to go walking in the scrubland where herbs grow in their natural state. They are part of everyday life, of my life.
Once cut, they go into the cooking pot. Lionel has these herbs delivered to his restaurant because he prefers using them fresh.
We could dry it and use it, but when it's dry, it tends to fry and crumble. It's not very practical. We prefer to use fresh ones.
In this kitchen, a good sprig of rosemary is never too far away.
It goes so well with the vegetables and the produce from this region. It gives a great flavour. Even when you just cut it and you smell your hands, it's really beautiful.
To flavour his cod, Lionel makes a skewer using a stick of rosemary. It's an original recipe that always wins over his customers.
It gives this little taste that I'm not used to because I'm not really into herbs. And I think it's great.
It's lovely and aromatic. It gives some flavour to what would otherwise be a rather bland fish. And it's one of the herbs of Provence, and I love herbs of Provence.
In the south of Luberon, other plants are basking in the warm rays of the sun. It's a lesser-known herb of Provence, which looks a lot like rosemary.
OK, the basket and the secateurs.
Paula inherited this family farm more than 20 years ago. Its 20 hectares of land are completely covered with aromatic plants. Today, she's picking savory.
It's a thyme, but very green. It stays very green even when it's 40 degrees. I can instantly detect it by its smell and by eating it. I'm never wrong.
The harvest is done with a brush cutter, and lots of care is taken to cut just the green part of the plant. To grow her herbs, Paula relies on the local climate and nothing else.
We're completely dependent on the weather. I have the best quality herbs that can exist, because they're not irrigated. They're therefore richer in essential oils.
These essential oils give the plant its many benefits, benefits that have been appreciated since ancient times. In the past, it's been used as an antiseptic and as a digestive, but in the kitchen, it goes perfectly with goat's cheese.
We have the freshest here the medium, and then the driest.
It eliminates flatulence. That's why we put it in chickpeas and with vegetables. I just use the leaves. That's where the essential oil is. And it's very simple. A chickpea salad with savory.
To showcase the best of her region's herbs, Paula regularly invites tourists to come and taste them. This group of Americans have made the trip just to savour some of these flavours. And they seem particularly intrigued by the savoury. The visit ends with a delicious meal made using local herbs. There's a tapenade, roasted veal and a savoury cheese. A whole range of new flavours to try.
It's stronger than the herbs I eat in the United States.
The diners are won over and the charms of Provence have worked their magic.
I'm attached to this region. I'm from here and it makes me happy to pass on all this ancestral know-how.
Oui, ça me fait plaisir.
In Provence, herbs play first fiddle. They give the south of France its all-important pungency and give a kick to the local cuisine.